Hi guys!
Hey!
We're back. We went camping for a week with no
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
we could talk about camping. Who wants to hear about camping?
We can talk a little bit about
Man,
camping.
could we talk about camping.
That cabin was so little, but it's okay.
Itty bitty teeny tiny house.
But, you know, it was quite the experience.
It was. It was good.
Okay, I got my cartilage, can you see it, pierced, this week.
Yeah.
Tuesday. And, we're gonna talk about getting your ears pierced. And whenever we say getting your ears pierced, we don't just mean like that. We mean this too, because she had a big experience with this.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let her talk to you for a while though while I drive.
Okay, so I don't have any earrings in right now, of course. Perfect timing. But I have my lobes pierced twice. I have 2 piercings on both sides. And then I have my cartilage now. And I will tell you, cartilage hurts a lot more than your lobes. And if you were wondering what it felt like if you haven't had your ears pierced before and you're nervous about it, because I know a lot of people are like that. They get really nervous before they get their ears pierced. Even whenever I was going in for this, I was like, I'm not so sure if I want to do this. And I've had it done 4 times before. So, irrational, but I understand. The lobes, it kind of feels like
A pinch.
Or
a really, really hard pinch. Like if you take your fingernail
yeah.
and you take your
Pinch.
fingernail and you pinch your earlobe as hard, well, don't do it as hard as you can because that will really hurt and you're not going to have a hole in your ear. But if you did that, that's what it feels like. Just a really, really hard, fast pinch
Yeah. And
on the bottom.
mhm.
But then on the top, it's a little
On
different.
the top, I'd say it hurts about the same amount. It kind of feels like a shot. You know how you get the shot in your arm? Yeah. Everyone, oops. Most people get shots in their arm, obviously.
Or butt.
But
You can get a shot in your butt or your leg. When you're a baby or like a small toddler, you get shots in your legs.
yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, I think my dad tried to convince my brother one time that he got a shot in his head.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, so that when you don't get a shot in the ear. Like the shot doesn't go through your ear and into
Yeah.
your skull. That is not
That's
how it
not-
works. No. So why don't you tell them about what they use? They call it a gun.
They call it a
but-
gun, and that is kind of what it looks like. And the needle part of the earring sticks out, and then they kind of place your ear so that,
It's plastic.
they place your ear so that the space in between the needle and the other side.
I have like a good real life example. So if anybody's ever used a hole puncher,
Yeah.
if you've ever used a hole puncher, it's kind of like that, except instead of the metal thing that punches the hole, it's like a really sharp needle. So that's it. And like they like put your ear in between the 2 metal pieces. You know, like you put the paper in the hole puncher. It's like that.
And that's how they do all piercings, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about
Well,
like
that's all you've
in
ever
here,
experienced.
but
yeah.
like the cartilage and the lobes, that's how they do it. And I've gone to Claire's for as long as I can
And we've
remember.
had really good experiences there.
And
so.
I mean, whenever I was in 1st grade, I got my bottom holes pierced, and I used the gun, but I think it was a little bit different.
Well, you got to tell
and
them about your special
It was
lobes.
not at Claire's.
You
yeah,
got
they
to tell them
say
about your
they
special
say
lobes.
I have fat earlobes. I
Oh my
guess.
gosh. I cracked
So-
up so much the first time they ever told her that she has fat earlobes.
like,
I'm like,
oh,
really?
thank
Of
you.
all the things to have on the planet, be chubby.
Fat
You walk in, you're like, oh yeah, don't worry about my
Yeah,
chubby
fat
earlobes.
But anyway, I guess it
And
got.
your ears are tiny too. That's the thing that
Exactly.
makes it so
but
funny.
the gun got stuck on my. Whoa!
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Okay, the gun got
Flipperoni.
stuck on my ear, and whenever you see that, it looks like it would hurt really bad. But I don't remember it hurting that much. So if that kind of
No.
stuff does happen, don't panic. It's going to be okay.
And they're professionals.
I honestly don't even know if I noticed.
No, I noticed, and as a worried mama, Because the first time you got him pierced, it was not at a Claire's.
Yeah, it was
at
whenever
a
I was in
piercing
first
pagoda.
grade.
Because we were at the mall at King of Prussia.
Yeah.
So it was at a piercing pagoda, and they're really supposed to know what they're doing, and that's when it happened. So
And you know, it
as
can
the
happen
mama, I
anywhere.
was holding my breath, but she was really a good sport.
Yeah.
And it didn't take them long. Like when something like that happens, it feels like it's in slow motion, like.
Jeez, I keep dropping my phone.
But it's not. It's over
Yeah.
in like a couple seconds.
And I mean, it feels like a pinch, and then your ear's gonna be kind of sore for like a day. And then for this, it kind of feels the same, but then you add burning. It burns, and it hurts more for sure. But it's worth it, I think.
You haven't
'Cause
really complained about it a lot.
Here's the one thing
all.
that I think is worse about this. Well, there are a few things. Your hair gets wrapped around it pretty easily, and that kind of hurts.
I think that's just because you have a stud in there now. But if you
Yeah.
have a hoop, it really doesn't get caught as much.
Yeah. And then, what else was I gonna say? I guess there's a higher chance of an infection, but I'm cleaning mine really well, so I'm not really worried about that.
You clean it for cartilage, you clean it 3 times a day. And if it's a hole on the bottom, you clean it twice a day. And when you clean it, you have a special solution. You spray it on the front, you spray it on the back, or you use a cotton ball and you squeeze it and it runs down your ear and drips onto your clothes. But anyway, once you spray it on,
That's what I used.
then you, for the earrings on the bottom, or if you have a stud up top, like a single earring, you have to turn it one way, turn it the other way, so clockwise and counterclockwise. And then they want you to also push it back and forth
That part hurts.
in your earlobe.
And okay, wait.
And up top, it's more important that you're pushing it back and forth.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of a harder, thicker area of your ear. Down here, it's really just important that you turn it.
The one thing that I have been really bothered about with my cartilage is it's really hard to sleep on that side, and I think that I do normally sleep on that side.
So you've
like,
noticed that.
in the morning, I kind of wake up, and sometimes I'm on that side, and I'm like, oh no, ow, that's painful. But it's okay. This is my father. It's fine.
We got interrupted by the basketball car moving session. So we have to pull our car in the driveway, which we'll do. So what else can you think of for earrings? Oh, you have to do that for, what is it, 4 to 6 weeks?
For
4 to 6
this
weeks.
one,
4 to 6
it's
weeks on the bottom.
12 weeks.
Oh, 4 to 8 weeks on the bottom, and then
6 to 8, I think.
Oh, okay. And then on the top, I think it's 8 to 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
obviously, it's a pain in the butt to clean them, but it doesn't take that long. And it's important that if you're cleaning it and you're doing the things you're supposed to do, if you do it longer, there's a better chance that like your hole won't close, because you can have the hole close up if you don't wear earrings, or like when you switch them out, they can close up because it hardens. Your body wants to heal itself. So as long as you just listen to what they ask you to do, you don't have to worry about that.
So, what was I about to say? Oh yeah. I lost it again.
I'm sorry. Brain fart.
Wait. Shh. Wait. I'm trying to.
We were talking about cleaning them.
No, I was about
Laying
to.
on your
oh yeah.
ear.
Never mind. This is what I was about to say.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. I lost my focus. I'm back now. Okay. Whenever they pierce your ear, they're gonna ask you if you want a countdown or not.
Oh, yeah.
For me, the countdown makes me very nervous. And like at 3, I tense up, you know? And I do that whenever I get a shot too. Like, it just happens for me. So, if they ask you for a countdown and you're kind of the same way that I am, my dog's about to freak out because she's in the front yard and she's going to be like, oh, they're home. They would never come home. Because, you know, that's how dogs are. Oh, look at her. Her tail's wagging. So, anyway, if you're the same way as me, say, no, I don't want a countdown. And then if they do the same thing that my person did, they're going to be like, okay, so then I will just tell you to breathe in and then breathe out. And whenever they tell you to breathe out, that's whenever they do it. And
Yeah,
that works a
so-
lot better.
Okay, so let's wrap it up. Let's try to make this one almost done.
Okay,
So
hold on.
what do we need to talk about? Oh, changing earrings. So after you clean your ears for like 8 to 12 weeks on top, 4 to 8 weeks on the bottom, you can switch out the earrings that they pierce with, the studs, with any earrings you want. So you just have to be careful. You have to know your body's sensitivities, because some people are allergic to different metals. You might have trouble with different metals. I know I did. I don't know specifically what they are, but my ears always do better with like a sterling silver earring typically. As I've gotten older, I feel like my sensitivities aren't as bad, so I can wear pretty much anything. But I know if my ears are reacting badly to something, they'll start to itch, or they might feel, burny. And so then I just use alcohol, rubbing alcohol to clean them, which works really well if you're done using that cleaning solution that they give you. I don't really know the difference between that and rubbing alcohol or peroxide. There's obviously something in it that makes it
The girl
different.
that pierced my ear said that if the thing that they give you at Claire's doesn't work well, that she suggests like what was it?
I don't remember,
It's
because
like
it's
what we
always
use in our
worked well
nose,
for you.
kind of.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the
the
saline spray
ocean, the
kind of
saline
stuff.
solution.
Yeah.
The
so
ocean-
I guess, if you put that in
Ocean
your nose,
spray.
I do. It's not the same thing that you put in your nose, though. It's like salt water. so-
Actually, she said it is. She said to go ahead and use that as the
really?
spray. Yep. She said it's just saline solution. So it's just a solution with salt in it. So
Okay.
she said if one didn't work, to try the other to clean it out, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that we're gonna go inside, and then maybe she can tell you.
Is there anything
story.
else?
You gotta tell them your story.
Oh, well, I can just tell you real quick. I got my ear pierced in the cartilage when I was 18 on senior week up here. See my little ball? Maybe. So before this was in here, and my ears aren't as small, but before this was in here, I actually had another hoop that I had bought, and it had a thin metal piece that was actually inserted into the ring of the other side of the earring. And so it went through, and then it hooked into the hollow piece of the earring on the other side. And every time I would try to take it out, I just could not get it. It was in too tight, and it had kind of molded to my ear. It wasn't infected. There was nothing wrong with it. It's just over time, I think I had tightened the ring so that it wouldn't be big and bulky on my ear. And the metal piece that went through the ear was actually through the hollow part of the other part of the earring. So even when I had Trevor, you're not supposed to have any metal in your ears.
My brother's.
Yeah. Even when I had him, he was a C-section, so it was considered a surgery. And when you have surgeries, you're not supposed to have any metal on your body, no jewelry, including earrings. So I took out all my other earrings, but I could never really take out the hoop. And so I joked with them, like, unless you're gonna cut the earring out, which you can if you want, but I can't take it out. I'm not gonna be able to do it quickly. And so they just put tape over my earring for the surgery. And I took out the other earrings. But, so I hadn't been able to get it out forever. Well, when Amber got her ears pierced this last time, her cartilage, the lovely woman,
She was so nice.
seriously, kudos, shout outs to Liana at Claire's. She is amazing. She's sweet. Prayers for
She's
her
probably
too.
not
She's
there
going to be
anymore,
like a
though.
Christian camp counselor, so we loved her. But she was like, "Oh, I can get that out for you," and I was very skeptical. I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I've been trying to get it out for like 20 plus years, so I don't know that you're going to be able to get it out." And she was like, "Well, let me see if I can use a tool. If I can use like a pair of pliers, I bet I can get that out, no problem." I'm like, "Are you sure?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." So I'm like, "All right, do it. Let's do it." So I was brave, and she got it out in like 3 seconds. She was so fast. She was so good. So I actually, for the first time in like 25 years, purchased a new hoop for my cartilage hole, which was like ridiculous. I was such a baby. I shouldn't have waited so long.
My brother was so stressed that day because he did not want to see me get this done. He was like,
Right.
"Oh my gosh, I can't do it." Then I made him hold my hand, so he had to come closer. And then he heard the little, because it makes a weird noise, I'll tell you that. And it does not hurt as much as it sounds like it would, but it does make a weird noise. And he heard that, and I think that kind of that stressed him out. And then he saw the pliers come out, and he was like, "This is so." Oh.
We freaked him out a little bit.
Dude.
But he survived. He survived. So the other thing you can do
is
is you can do regular holes on the bottom. You can do a second hole. So I actually have 3 in both ears. The way I did it was I did 2 on the bottom and 1 on my cartilage. And then on this side, I have 3 as well. But it's 3 holes together down at the bottom of the lobe. I don't have a second hole up in my cartilage in this ear. I only have it in 1. So I kind of split mine up that way. And I love wearing little earrings in these. It's just, it's ornate. It's fun. Lots of times I'll wear them for a while. I don't change them every day. And they stay in. I've only lost 1 earring all summer, which is pretty good because we're in and out of the pool. My hair's not super long, but it's long enough that if it wants to get tangled in my earrings, it can, especially in and out of the pool. But I don't ever have problems with it. So don't be afraid of piercings. Obviously, you need your parents' permission. Yeah. And you need to be a person who wears earrings. Don't go out and just be like, hey, I want to get everything, you know, I want to get my ears pierced up and down and all around. If you're not going to wear earrings, it's kind of silly.
Here's the thing for me.
Do it.
I don't wear earrings down here constantly, and it kind of hurts. Which means,
so it's more important to keep them in.
I've had the second holes done for like a year or something.
You might also need to get some precious metal earrings.
I need to wear earrings more. I'm bad about that.
You are, but I also think...
But...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No,
but
go ahead.
For me, getting the cartilage was a good idea because that's not hard to change and stuff, and I know that I'm probably going to keep that in. And it's not like you can't wear your cartilage without wearing other
And
earrings.
you'll probably just keep the same earring in for a long time because you're not going to change your cartilage earring probably as much as you will other earrings.
Yeah.
I think
it's a lot easier.
Amber has a lot of allergies though and sensitivities, so I think one of the things
I'm terrible at
that she could benefit from is wearing sterling silver earrings or 14 karat gold, whichever metal works best with her chemistry, and keeping that kind of earring, a precious metal earring, in her second holes all the time, and only switching out the bottom ones, and then you wouldn't worry about it as much.
But I'm gonna blame you because I'm really good at that.
What are you gonna blame you?
Whenever she got this one, that ended up kind of closing up a little bit for her, and she couldn't wear bigger earrings, so she took my trainer earrings. That's what they call them, I think.
I don't think I did. I think you're making it up.
No, you did. And she wore them, and then she didn't give them back to me, and those are the ones that I really like to wear in these second
out of my jewelry
ones.
box at any time. She's in and out of my jewelry all the time. I don't know why that one thing would stop her. So I'm just saying. I have to defend myself.
You do. That's fine.
All right. Well, this is the earring sesh. We're going to wrap up because we're hungry. So we're going to go in and eat and then maybe hit the pool. Maybe, because this one has things she needs to do. However, yeah, I'm thinking we'll probably still hit the pool. You might just have to work a little harder tomorrow and not be a slacker. She did get good school shopping done today, so.
Yeah, I got a lot of school shopping
guys,
done.
jeans sale at Target. Jeans sale. Seriously, cute stuff. You got to check it out. And sweaters.
We love Target. Okay. Goodbye.
See ya.
On that note, goodbye. Love you guys.